Hello, my name is Jason Weens. I work for a company called Prairie Precision Network, and I'd like to talk to you about a product we have called Network RTK. We believe that this product and RTK can save your farm operation money, as well as open up new farming practices that can save you money again, and also boost returns on your operation. Who is Prairie Precision Network? We are quite simply Canada's largest RTK network that works exclusively with John Deere equipment and through John Deere dealers. Our network reaches BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Southern Ontario, in which we have over 100 locations. We've been in business for 7 years now and also have over 45 years combined experience in precision ag. So even though it hasn't been around that long, we've got some old people working there. And our passion is to really help farmers improve their operations, understand technology, and make their operations more profitable. So that's what we want to talk to you today about, is how can we save you money by investing in a more accurate GPS system. But first of all, I wanted to explain what RTK is. It stands for Real-Time Kinematics. That's not important to remember, but what is important is that RTK is the most precise GPS signal that you can purchase today that's commercially available. It compensates for errors in the GPS signal by referencing what we call is a base station. This base station is a same receiver that you would use on a piece of equipment, and it tracks satellites 24/7, which allows it to get a very accurate position and then eliminate almost all of the GPS errors that you experience with your entry-level system. This base station then sends out the corrected signal to a machine, and we are doing this over the cellular network. So overall, RTK allows for greater accuracy, but is also repeatable, meaning we can come back to the same position day after day, year after year, allowing us to have much better accuracy. But really, if we have this better accuracy, what can be the savings? And if you're not seeing any problems with your accuracy today, why would you invest in this? Well, our absolute accuracies that are measured on SF1 are 10 inches, SF2 4, RTK 1, meaning that in a 15-minute time period, your accuracy of your signals can be out up to that amount. But I have a question for you. Do you have 10-inch gaps all over your fields when you're seeding with SF1? I sure hope not, otherwise your neighbors are going to be probably mentioning you at the coffee shop. The fact is that you don't have 10-inch gaps in the fields, but you're probably programming this into your screen, this overlap. So I have another question. What's your fudge factor? What is your SF1 fudge factor that you're programming into your screen? This is where we can start to see real savings. So two other questions I have are, what is tracking width you use? And have you ever measured your drill shank to shank and then added one more row to find out what the actual implement width is? In this scenario that you're looking at right now, this customer has a 56-foot implement, and he's programming in 6 inches of overlap by having his track spacing at 55.5 feet. Some people put it to 55 with the entry-level SF1 signal. Our point is that you are actually, this customer is accounting for an SF1 fudge factor of 6 inches, and if he's never measured his drill, could be even higher. With RTK, what we do is program in the full width of the drill, the measured drill, right away. So let's talk about the savings that we can see if we were to purchase an RTK system. So we have a payback calculator on our website. It is prairieprecision.com/payback. And you can come here and put in your information and see if the RTK upgrade to RTK would pay on your operation. You can use these little eyes to explain what we're doing here. The first one at the top says that we are comparing SF1 10 inches to RTK 1 inch. So if I put in a farm size of 5,000 acres, and I'm going to say my implement is 60 feet, and then if you don't know your input cost, that's okay. You can use this little eye on the left-hand side, mouse over it. The Western producer summary from this past winter is that the input costs of spring wheat are $150, canola $190, so I'm going to use $170. Once I've done that, I can hit the calculate button at the bottom here. When I do that, my single application cost savings with RTK are $10,625. With SF2, they're $35.41. Now that is significant savings by just picking up those 9 inches every pass and programming no overlap into our implement setup. But what the other thing is really nice about the John Deere GreenStar system, I can take that RTK receiver and move it to my sprayer for in-crop spraying. So what I can do is I can click this button at the bottom, add results to totals, and now I can say I'm going to spray those acres 3 times, my sprayer's 100 feet, and my average cost of that for my inputs is going to be 18 bucks. And when I hit calculate, there's another little bit of savings there. Keep in mind we're not calculating, damaging less crop when spraying because those lines don't move. But if I hit add results to totals, now I have my complete payback for a year between my seeding and spraying operation with RTK is $12,650. With SF2, from SF2, it's $4,200. More importantly, our bottom part here, this 3-year ROI, is your purchase of the upgrade for 3 years, all your costs, and the cost savings minus. So in this place, we're in a positive position of $18,009 after we've paid for the upgrade. And SF2, a little bit of savings, but more importantly, those lines aren't moving. So significant savings if we were to pick up 9 inches, just 9 inches every pass. So take into account, maybe you don't believe it's 9 inches, maybe it's only 6. Take 30% off these numbers then. It's still savings that is significant. There are other things though that we can do with the RTK system being that accurate that we can't really calculate out a cost saving for. But one of the big ones that people are talking about is inter-row seeding. We're seeing really good results with that from our customers. Seeds are going into the black, warmer dirt in spring. We're seeing better germination. We're seeing a better plant start, better plant stand then. And another big one is we're better trash clearance and easier pulling. Anyone that we talk to that is inter-row seeding is not going back to the way they did things before, and they're seeing really good results. This can only be achieved with a system that allows you to come back to the same lines year after year. Keep in mind that 90-degree lines do drift and are not the same 90-degree line coming back to it after a couple days or a week, a month, or a year. GPS drift moves every direction on the compass, as well as your headings on SF1 do not stay the same. Sprayer boundaries. With RTK, we can start using sprayer boundaries because they're not going to move. We can set them up in My John Deere, share them with our machines, and that's huge value for not spraying the ditch or the neighbor's land. Sprayer crop damage. Like we talked about a few minutes ago, we're going to spray our crop, we're going to use those same lines, and we're going to damage less crop. Those are significant savings as well, and potential yield boost. Harvest shared lines. We can save these lines to our different machines, and as machines move between fields, if Combine 1 gets to a field and starts opening it up and Combine 2 and 3 show up later, they can strike out across the field, Combine 1 can catch up to them, and there won't be any more 5, 10, 20-foot strips that one machine has to go all the way down to clean up. We aren't fixing the ends of the field, we're still going to have overlap there. But in the middle of the fields, that can be significant cost and time savings. And lastly, water management. If you're looking at all at the John Deere products like Surface Water Pro Plus or iGrade, which are very good programs, you need an RTK signal to use these. Our customers that are using these programs with our RTK signal say that they are moving 50% less dirt when in a scraping operation. Those are significant savings as well, and time savings. So all these things add up to the fact that when you first bought your GPS system, you knew you were saving money. Our argument is there's another huge benefit to becoming more accurate and ability to try new farming practices. Here's our contact information. www.prairieprecision.com is our website, as well as our Twitter feed at PrairieRTK. Go to our website, click Contact Us, and you'll be able to find our phone numbers if you'd like to talk to us, or there's an email form, or sign up for our newsletter. On top of it, you can talk to your local John Deere dealer and ask them about Prairie Precision Network RTK and how it can benefit you on your operation today. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good season coming up, and good luck this spring.